They call it the sweet science. But there is nothing sweet about what these men sacrificed to get to the top. Broken noses, fractured hands, years of grinding in poorly lit gyms before a single dollar was ever made. Boxing has always been the sport of the hungry, the sport of men who had nothing, and decided that the only way out was through the ring. But the 5 men on this countdown didn't just survive boxing, they conquered it, and then turned championships into empires. Today, we are counting down the top 5 richest male boxers of all time. From a golden boy who dominated 2 decades to the most financially dominant athlete in combat sports history. This is what the sport looks like when greatness meets business genius. Let's get into it. Number 5, Oscar De La Hoya. Net worth, $200 million. Before there was a Canelo, before there was a Mayweather showdown, there was Oscar De La Hoya, the original golden boy of boxing, who turned the sport into must-watch television across America. Oscar De La Hoya was born in 1973 in East Los Angeles, California. His family had deep Mexican roots, and the East LA neighborhood where he grew up was rough, unforgiving, and largely invisible to mainstream America. His mother, Cecilia, died of breast cancer when Oscar was just 17 years old. In her final days, she made him promise to win a gold medal at the Olympics. At the 1992 Barcelona Games, he fulfilled that promise, waving an American flag and a Mexican flag, together in a moment that defined his identity for the rest of his career. He turned professional and became the most marketable boxer in the world. Fast, technically brilliant, movie star handsome, HBO signed him to lucrative broadcast deals. Corporate sponsors lined up. He fought 19 world title fights across 6 weight classes, winning world championships from super featherweight all the way up to junior middleweight. But Oscar De La Hoya understood something that most fighters never do, that the real money in boxing is not made inside the ring. It is made in the promoter's chair. In 2002, he co-founded Golden Boy Promotions, a boxing promotion company that became one of the most powerful in the sport. Golden Boy promoted mega fights, signed major television deals, and built a roster of champions that kept the company profitable long after De La Hoya's own fighting days were over. His estimated net worth today stands at $200 million. He built it across 2 careers, first as one of the most celebrated fighters of his generation, then as the man who controlled the business behind the sport he loved. Golden Boy didn't just change his financial future, it changed the architecture of boxing promotion entirely. Number 4, Manny Pacquiao. Net worth, $220 million. He is the only man in history to win world championships in 8 different weight divisions. And if that alone doesn't tell you everything you need to know about Manny Pacquiao, consider where he started. Emmanuel Dapadron. Pacquiao was born in 1978 in Cabawe, Bukidnon, in the Philippines, one of the most impoverished provinces in the country. As a child, he was so poor he sometimes went days without eating. He ran away from home as a teenager, stowing away on a boat to Manila with nothing but the clothes on his back. He was 16 years old, sleeping in the streets, when boxing found him. He joined the Philippine national amateur boxing team, turned professional at 17, and spent years earning almost nothing while fighting his way up through the lower weight classes. Then, in 2001, he moved up from lightweight to junior welterweight and stopped the unbeaten IBF champion Erik Morales' momentum with a victory that sent shockwaves through the sport. From that moment, the trajectory never stopped. Pacquiao fought in some of the most commercially successful boxing matches of all time. His 6-fight series with Erik Morales, Marco Antonio Barrera, and Miguel Cotto drew massive pay-per-view audiences. His 2015 super fight with Floyd Mayweather generated over $400 million in total revenue, the highest-grossing boxing event in history at that time. With Pacquiao earning a guaranteed purse of $120 million for that single night. Outside the ring, Pacquiao became a politician. He served as a congressman and then a senator of the Philippines. He came from nothing. He left as the greatest multi-division champion the sport has ever produced. and one of its wealthiest figures. Number 3. Canelo Alvarez. Net worth $300 million. At just 34 years old, Saul Alvarez is already one of the richest boxers who has ever lived, and he may not even be finished yet. Canelo was born in 1990 in Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, the youngest of 8 children in a working-class family. His older brothers all boxed. He dropped out of school at 13 to train full-time. At 15, he turned professional. By the time he was 20, he was already a world champion. His professional record stands at 63 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws, with 39 wins by knockout. He is a 4-division world champion, having held titles at super welterweight, middleweight, super middleweight, and light heavyweight. He unified the super middleweight division completely in 2021, becoming the undisputed champion with all 4 major belts simultaneously, something only a handful of men in any division have ever achieved. The financial turning point came in 2018 when Canelo signed a deal with streaming platform DAZN, reportedly worth $365 million over 11 fights, making it one of the largest contracts in the history of professional sports, regardless of discipline. He later left DAZN and continued commanding enormous purses. His 2023 fight against Jermell Charlo generated a $50 million purse for Canelo alone. Beyond the ring, he launched his own tequila brand. He built a real estate portfolio across Mexico and the United States. He signed major endorsement deals with Hennessy, Everlast, and Under Armour. His net worth today is estimated at $300 million and growing, making him the richest active boxer in the world and the undisputed financial king of the modern era in the sport. Number 2. George Foreman. Net worth at death $300 million. George Foreman was one of the most feared punchers in the history of heavyweight boxing, but the legacy he left behind was not written with his fists. It was written with a grill. George Edward Foreman was born in 1949 in Marshall, Texas. He grew up in poverty in Houston's 5th Ward, one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in the city. He was a street fighter as a teenager, violent and purposeless, until a Job Corps program introduced him to boxing at 16. What happened next changed the sport forever. Foreman won Olympic gold at the 1968 Mexico City Games, turning professional shortly after. He became the undisputed heavyweight champion in 1973, defeating the previously unbeaten Joe Frazier, so brutally that Howard Cosell's live commentary became one of the most replayed moments in sports broadcasting history. He then lost to Muhammad Ali in the legendary Rumble in the Jungle in Zaire in 1974, a fight that broke something in Foreman and led to his first retirement. He came back 10 years later, at 45 years old. In 1994, George Foreman knocked out Michael Moorer to reclaim the heavyweight championship, becoming the oldest heavyweight champion in history. The comeback was one of the greatest in sport, but what happened next changed his financial life permanently. In 1994, Foreman agreed to endorse the George Foreman Grill, a lean, mean, fat-reducing grilling machine that became one of the best-selling kitchen appliances in American history. Over 100 million units were sold worldwide. His net worth at the time of his passing in March 2025 was estimated at $300 million. He is the only boxer in history to win a world championship in the ring and sell over 100 million units of a kitchen appliance. Both achievements are equally extraordinary. Number 1. Floyd Mayweather Jr. Net worth $400 million. His nickname is Money, and there has never been a boxer in history who has done more to earn that name. Floyd Joy Mayweather Jr. was born in 1977 in Grand Rapids, Michigan. His father, Floyd Mayweather Sr., was a professional boxer. His uncle, Roger Mayweather, was a 2-time world champion. He was born into the sport and into chaos. His father was imprisoned for drug trafficking when Floyd Jr. was in his early teens. His mother battled addiction. The family had nothing. He channeled everything into the gym. At the 1996 Atlanta Olympics, he won a bronze medal in the lightweight division, a result he considered a robbery after what he felt was a poorly judged decision. He turned professional with a point to prove and never stopped proving it. Mayweather retired with a professional record of 50 wins and 0 losses, the most celebrated undefeated record in boxing history. He won world championships across 5 weight classes. He was named Fighter of the Decade for the 2000s by the Boxing Writers Association of America and ranked by ESPN as the greatest pound-for-pound boxer of all time. The business model was unlike anything the sport had seen. Mayweather founded Mayweather Promotions and took full control of his own career. His 2015 fight against Manny Pacquiao generated over $400 million in total revenue, with Mayweather earning a confirmed $220 million for that single night. His 2017 boxing match against UFC champion Conor McGregor produced a $100 million guaranteed payday and over $600 million in total revenue. His real estate portfolio includes multiple luxury properties in Las Vegas and Los Angeles. He maintains an art collection and a watch collection reportedly valued at over $50 million. His net worth today is estimated at $400 million, the highest of any boxer in the history of the sport. He grew up with nothing in Grand Rapids, Michigan. He left boxing as the richest fighter who ever lived. 5 fighters. 5 extraordinary financial stories built on sacrifice, strategy, and the refusal to let the sport use them without using it in return. They didn't just fight for money. They built empires with it. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.